Hey there everybody and welcome. Today I am going to be presenting a complete tutorial and two-player playthrough of Marco Polo II in the service of the Khan. Actually, I added the two because this is a re-implementation of the voyages of Marco Polo from I think 2015 by the same designers and the same artists, Simone Luciani, Daniele Tascini, and Dennis Lohausen. This is a dice placement game, and I should say right up front, for purposes of this video, I'm going to assume you're not familiar with the original game, so this was not going to be a comparison video comparing the two games. There are plenty of those on YouTube and Board Game Geek already, and if you are familiar with the original game, as you watch this video, the differences are going to be rather apparent. Well, as you can see, I won't be using my board game pieces today. Rather, I'm going to be using a program that I wrote to teach and play the game. This is going to help ensure that I won't make too many obvious mistakes as I play the game. Hopefully, my program will catch most of those, and there are no bugs that are going to result in any major snafus. If you're familiar with my YouTube channel, you know that this is what I do. I write these programs for my own personal enjoyment. I use them to teach games on my channel. And if you like what you see, please subscribe and check out some of the other 60-plus board game videos I've already made to date. Probably more than that, probably 70. I don't know, I haven't been keeping count. Anyway, in the original game of Marco Polo, The Voyages of Marco Polo, you followed the young Marco Polo on his journey from Italy to China. This time around, you start off in Beijing and head west toward the far reaches of China and I guess what is now Iran and Afghanistan. Places like Chengdu and Fuzhou, Jaipur, Kashgar, Baghdad, Hormuz, etc. My apologies right now regarding all of my poor pronunciation in this video. Sorry. Goes with the territory. So this game consists of 5 rounds, and in those 5 rounds you're going to be acquiring resources, money and camels and jade, which by the way is a wild that can also substitute for coins and camels in a pinch. And you'll primarily use these 3 resources, money, camel, and jade, to fund your travel. Some of which will also require that you've also collected specific guild seals, and I'll explain all that as I go. You'll also be acquiring gold, pepper, and silk resources, which you'll primarily use to complete contracts. On your turn, and you know what, this is kind of boring, let me bring up a picture of the board, at least. This will help in part of what I'm about to say. So on your turn, you're going to be placing 1 to 3 of your dice on action spaces that are going to allow you to do all the things I just mentioned. Collect resources, travel, acquire contracts, and so forth. It's important to note that the game consists of both blue action spaces and brown action spaces. So for example, notice this action space here that calls for 2 dice. That's blue, has a blue background to it. These are all blue background as well, as are these. But these are brown, and most of the action spaces, if not all the action spaces you see up here, are brown as well. You can place dice on brown action spaces as long as they're empty. On the contrary, you can place dice on blue action spaces whether they're empty or occupied. In order to place dice on occupied action spaces, you'll need to pay a number of coins equal to the value of the lowest die you're placing. If I decided to place, say, a 6 and a 1 over here in this action space, a die of value 6 and a die of value 1, if those action spaces already contain my opponent's dice, because she got there before I did and maybe put down a 4 and a 5, I'm going to have to pay a coin to take my turn because the lowest die I'm placing, the 1, if I was putting down a 6 and a 2, I'd have to pay 2 coins and so forth. That's only if you're placing on a blue action space and the space is occupied. I can also place dice on a blue action space that I used earlier in the round, but only if I use a different color of dice. In this game, you play with 5 dice of your own player color, but you can also buy black dice in order to perform extra actions. So let's say I placed a 3 and a 4 of my own blue dice, again on the same action space earlier in the round. I could later in the round place a black 2 and a black 3 in order to take that action again. Again, assuming I pay the 2 coins necessary. Subsequently, an opponent could come in and take that action, say with one of her red dice, maybe a 3, and maybe she also wanted to combine that with a 5, a black 5. She'd pay 3 coins as necessary, and she'd be able to take the action as well, but that player wouldn't be able to take the action a second time because she already used one of her own player-colored dice and a black die as part of that action. And once you do that, you've used up all the colors available to you, so you'll have to wait until the next round to take that action again. In addition to performing your main action during your turn, you can also perform any number of bonus actions before or after your turn. I'll describe all of those later on. I don't usually focus on setup when I'm teaching board games in my video, but in this case, I thought I should make an exception to clarify what happens when you're setting up the game. So what you're looking at is a picture of the board as it looks when it's not covered with anything. First of all, the game comes with 7 different rectangular bonus tiles that go in these spaces. Here's an example, here, here, and here. So there are 7 tiles, but there's only 6 spaces. So you're going to randomly shuffle those 7 bonus tiles, lay out 6 of them in those cities I just mentioned, and then return the extra bonus tile to the box. So I'm going to move to another image here that shows the bonus tiles in place. So there you go. So now you're looking at the board with the 6 bonus tiles randomly laid out, and you can see that they just offer little bonuses. This one offers 3 points. This one gives you a camel and a jade and a point. This one gives you 3 camels. This one gives you 2 resources that are different between gold, silk, and pepper. Actually, gold, pepper, and silk in that order. This one down here gives you looks like $3 and a camel, 3 coins and a camel. And this one actually lets you take any other bonus tile on the board and use it. So this is like a wild bonus tile. The game also comes with 10 different semicircular outpost tiles. You place one on each of the 10 cities on the board that take them. So there are not going to be any left over. So one's going to go here and here and here, and here, here, here. That's what, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Those are the 10 cities that take these outpost bonus tiles. If I move to the next image, you'll see what they look like. Again, these are one-time bonuses. This one gives you 2 gold. This one gives you 1 resource, a gold, a pepper, or a silk. 2 camels. You're able to draw a contract from the stack. This one lets you get 3 camels, 5 coins, etc. So you'll see how all those work as we go. Next, the game comes with a deck of 25 city cards. You're going to shuffle those up. You're going to place one in each of the 6 city card spaces on the 5 cities of the board that take them. So one of them is going to go into Xanadu, another one's going to go into Kashgar, a third is going to go into Yangzhou, and then let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, and then one's in Pagan, and lastly 2 go into Jaipur. There are 2 spaces here side by side. So let's move on to that image with those filled in. Those what the city cards look like. They all basically provide you an opportunity to place one die and take some action as depicted on the card. There are also two city cards that get randomly placed down here in the bottom left corner. These aren't associated with a city, and at the start of every new round, two more of these are going to come out and replace the two that were there. So there's going to be some variety over the course of the game as to which city cards you see and in what order. The game comes with 7 starting contracts, which are easily identified by their blue seal, and 42 normal contracts, which are identified by their red seal. You're going to shuffle up the 42 normal contracts and randomly place 10 of them on the 5 cities on the board that take them. So 2 go here side by side on Karakoram, 2 over here in Mur, 2 in Kabul, 2 in Zion, 2 in Fuchao, and I guess that's it. You have a stack of 42 contracts. You're only taking out 10 of them, but you're going to need to keep that stack handy, face down next to the board, because as people take these contracts, you're going to have to replenish the piles. And also, there may be opportunities over the course of the game when you might draw from the top of the stack. Remember, I mentioned this outpost bonus tile that lets you do just that, draw some contract from the top of the contract stack. I'll talk more about the 7 starting contracts when I get to player setup. There are 3 book spaces here. They actually look like books, although you can't quite tell from this image. The left, the middle, and the right. This is level 1, level 2, and level 3. Each of these books is divided into 4 offers, 2 of which in the top half are already pre-printed on the game board. So this is one offer available from this book. This is another offer available from this book. There are a total of 18 book tiles, 6 level 1, 6 level 2, 6 level 3. You're going to shuffle those up individually into the 3 respective stacks. You're going to return 1 of each tile from each of the stacks, so now you only have 5 of each in each stack. And you're going to take the top one from level 1 and place it here, the top one from level 2 and place it here. These only occupy the bottom half of these books. Level 3 goes in here. The remaining stacks are kept nearby to the side of the board. They're face up, so the players know what the 3 tiles are going to be in the next round. Also, you can use those stacks to tell you what round you're in. Obviously, if the stacks are empty, you're in round 5, the final round of the game. If there are 4 tiles remaining in each stack, you're in round 1. Now you can see that there are 4 options in each book. This I'm just showing temporarily to indicate that off to the side, players know what the next level 1, level 2, and level 3 book tile are going to be for the subsequent round. So the 2 offers on the top half of each of these books are free. You could take either one when you take that action. To take either of the bottom half offers, you have to either pay 1 jade for this offer or 2 jade for this offer. 1 jade, 2 jade, and so forth. Let's turn our attention to the player board. So each player is going to choose a color, take the player board of their color. They're going to get 11 trading posts, which they're going to lay out on the spaces marked in the top left corner of their player board. I should note that there are 11, each player starts with 11 trading posts, but there are 15 cities on the board, not counting Beijing, where you can't even put a trading post, that could potentially accept trading posts. You'll never be able to place a trading post in every city. That's just impossible to do. And frankly, you have to work hard to get all your trading posts placed. If you place either one of these 2, you're going to score 5 points each time, so for a total of 10. And then if you place your last trading post Obviously, you're moving from left to right, top to bottom, left to right. If you place your last trading post on the board, you'll get another 10 points. So one possible strategy in this game is to go hard on travel, place all these trading posts down. That's worth 20 points right there. Each player randomly takes one of the 7 starting contracts. There's the blue seal that I was talking about. Players have a place for 2 possible contracts on their player board at any one time. Contracts, when they're fulfilled, are placed face down in the bottom right corner here of their player board. At the end of the game, the player with the most contracts, completed contracts, scores 8 points. I should say the players with the most contracts in case there's a tie. And second place goes to the player, obviously the player or players who came in with the second most number of completed contracts. Those players get 4 points. When you're playing a 2-player game, as I am today, you don't count the second place. Each player starts with 8 coins and 3 camels, 5 dice in their color, which get placed up here in the top right corner. And I think that about covers it. The next thing that happens is that, and this is now the last thing, characters and goals are chosen. So you take the number of players and you put out a number of characters equal to the number of players plus 1. So this is what it might look like in a 4-player game. You're seeing 5 possible characters. There are 7 in the game. Each comes with a very specific and powerful ability. I'll talk more about the ones we encounter over the course of the playthrough. I'm not going to go into the abilities of all of these, but suffice it to say that they're pretty powerful and unique for each, and you have to hope that they're pretty well balanced as well. So these 5, the number of players plus 1, are going to get laid out in the center, and then each player in reverse turn order, starting with the last player, is going to draw 3 goal cards, 1 of which they're going to keep, 2 of which they're going to return to the game box. And of course, in reverse turn order, those players are going to also take the character of their choice that they want to use. Now, how do these goal cards work? Maybe I'll save that for the playthrough. We'll hold off on that. So let's come back over here, and maybe we should just get underway, and I'll explain things as we go. So with that said, let's get going. Okay, so 2-player game. This is Larry in blue versus Alex in red. Now, Larry's getting first choice here, which means that Alex must have been chosen to be the starting player. The red player is going to be the starting player. So in reverse turn order, we choose characters and goals. So this is Filippo Vitello. After any other player receives an outpost bonus, instead of discarding it, you take that outpost bonus tile, and as a bonus action during your turn, you can choose one of those outpost bonus tiles in front of you, receive the bonus, and then return that tile to the box. So if people are traveling all over the place, potentially you could get all 10 of the outpost bonus tiles and get all 10 of those bonuses at one time or another. This is Abba Basu. At the start of each round, you receive 2 coins. When you complete a contract, you receive 1 jade. And whenever you receive jade from any source, including when you complete a contract, you score 1 VP for each jade you receive. I think I'm going to take Abba Basu. That's my choice for a character. So we'll choose her. And now for a goal, well, so she wants jade and she wants contracts. So maybe I'm not going to be too busy moving. I don't know. Let's take this goal card. This goal card basically says that if I get to the city in the middle of the board that has the cloud symbol, Chengdu, this one right here, I'll get 1 extra shield, and that's going to possibly provide some additional points during in-game scoring. This one also says that If over the course of the game I acquire a Taylor seal and I improve it to its best side, I'll get 6 extra points, 4 points if I end up with an improved Spicer shield, and 6 points if I end the game with an improved Jeweler's seal, not shield, I'm sorry, seal. Those are the guild seals I was referring to earlier. The top half of this card is basically showing you where those symbols are located. So, for example, the plant symbol of that stock is, let me get the board up here, is over here. And then what was it? The moon, I think, was in the middle. The star's over here. The snake's in the far west. So I'm going to take this one, the most number of improved guild seals. I'm going to be making that mistake over and over again. Okay, now it's Alex's turn. Let's see what this is Isabella Donati. You receive a bonus whenever you roll a die, including black dice. On a 1 or a 6, 2 coins. On a 2 or a 5, you get a point. On a 3 or a 4, you get a camel. And when you're rolling at the start of the round, if you roll doubles, not triples or anything else, if you roll doubles, you can claim the normal bonus, or you can claim the single doubles bonus. So if you roll doubles, 1s, or 6s in your color dice, you can get a jade. If you roll double 2s or double 5s, you can take a silk. Double 3s, double 4s, you can take a gold. You can decline the doubles bonus and just take the individual singles bonuses as they were. I'm going to take Isabella Donati. Alex will, I should say. And I guess we'll just go with this one. This requires that I have an improved Spicer's shield by the end of the game. Obviously, I can get the other seals over the course of the game, but I will get 7 extra points if I acquire a Spicer's seal and I improve it at some point. There's a normal side and an improved side to each of the seals. You'll see that shortly. And this is the route I'm going to have to travel. So I'm going to need to get looks like a corn stalk, maybe, then a sun, and then a star. So the corn stalks are over here. Here's the sun up here in Zion, and here's the star to the west in Kabul. So that's the goal card I'm going to take, Alex, I should say. And here we go. So a number of black dice are placed on these spaces equal to the number of players plus 2. So 4 black dice in a 2-player game. You saw that these dice were rolled. The normal rules say that the black dice are just placed out any side up, and when players take them, buy them, I should say, during the game, they roll them individually. That's a little more randomness in that. There is a variant shown in the back of the rule book that describes this way of playing, and obviously this is the way I'm going to be playing the game, where the black dice are rolled up front, and you know all right from the start how many low dice there are, how many high dice there are. Alex was the start player. He is taking his low die roll compensation. So you roll your 5 dice, but if you come up with a total number of pips less than 15, then for each pip you're off by, you get to take 1 coin or 1 camel. So it looks like Alex only had 12, so he's going to take 3 compensations for his low die roll, or her low die roll. Maybe we'll have Alex be a woman in this playthrough. So I'm going to have Alex, let's see, she has 10 coins and 3 camels. I'm going to have her take 3 camels. Because she started with a decent number of coins. Remember, she is Isabella Donati, so she got some bonuses for the dice that she rolled. She didn't get the special on the 2 because she rolled triples, not doubles, interestingly. So we're going to take 3 camels to beef up her camel count. So she's starting the game with 10 coins and 6 camels. If we take a look at Larry in blue, so he did not roll low, so he's in good shape, and he is starting the game with 10 coins and 3 camels. So remember, you start with 8 coins and 3 camels, but in this case, his character, Ababasu, gets that extra 2 coins at the start of every round. It is Alex's turn, and let's take a look at a player aid here so you could get an overall brief accounting of what the different actions are. So the primary actions are the books action, where you come down here, you place either a die of value 1 or higher to take one of these 4 offers. Remember, if you want to take any one of the bottom offers, you have to pay a jade for this one or 2 jade for this one. Or you can take this book by putting it down a 3 or higher. Again, your choice of the 4 offers, assuming you have the jade to pay. And here there are 2 action spaces where you have to place a 5 or a higher in order to get any of these. The level 3 tiles are much better than the level 1 tiles. In a 2-player game, you take dice of an unused player color and place them in certain spots. As you can see, a 5 is placed here. This tightens up the board somewhat. 2 dice are placed over here. It'll set to 1 in the con's favor area. There's 1 placed here, 1 placed there, and 1 placed there in the special cities. Again, I'll talk about all of this as we encounter it. But the books action basically means you're coming down here to take one of these offers. The con's favor action down here allows you to get 4 coins and 2 camels by placing a die that's equal to or higher than the die that was previously placed there. You can come over here to acquire a guild seal. This requires 2 dice. Notice these are blue action spaces, as were the books. Those were all blue action spaces, but these action spaces in con's favor are brown. So in a 2-player game, there's only place for 2 dice, and that's it. If you come over here with 2 dice, you can acquire a guild seal. The value of the lower die determines which guild seal you could potentially take. So if my lower die that I'm putting down here was a 1, then my only choice is to take a farmer's seal. Each player can only own 1 each of the 4 seals. If I put down a 3 and a 2, then I could potentially get the farmer's seal or the spicer seal, and so forth. So the farmer's seal, you have to put down a 1 at least. That's the lower die. The lower die being a 2 lets you get the spicer sealed, and you get a jade for your trouble. With a minimum die of 3, you can get the tailor seal plus 2 jade, and with a 4, you can get the jeweler's seal and 3 jade. Then there are the 3 travel actions. I'll talk about these in detail when we get to them, but basically these allow you to move your figure on the board. The figures start in Beijing, remember I said that earlier, and then you move along the path, moving a certain number of spaces depending upon what die you place and how many dice you placed. And as you go, there's a cost to each of your routes. So let's say if you went from Beijing to Yangzhou, you'd have to pay 4 coins to get from there to there. From Beijing to Xi'an, you'd have to pay 3 coins and 2 camels. To get from Beijing to this oasis where nothing much happens, it's just like a stopping point, a way station, you have to pay 3 coins. And then you have to pay another 4 coins to get from the oasis to Xanadu. It gets much more expensive as you move farther west, not surprisingly. There's an action space down here that allows you to get more contracts from the board. The 6th main action is a special cities action that only applies to Balkh, Hormuz, and Baghdad. These each have a special cities action. Hopefully I'll get out there and you'll see how those work. And then lastly, a city card action. You could take possibly the action shown on one of these city cards, assuming that you have a trading post in that city. If you don't, you can always come down here to either of these 2 city cards in the bottom left corner. Here, in all of these spots, there's only a place for a single die, and the action can't be taken more than once in a round. The free bonus actions, which you can take any number of during your turn, before or after your main action. You can fulfill a contract. You can improve a guild seal. There's a cost to doing that. You can go to the money bag, where you can get 3 coins, 2 camels, or a jade for each die you place down there. You can re-roll a die for 1 camel. You can pay 2 camels and change a die by 1 pip. You can't change a 1 to a 6, however, or a 6 to a 1. And you can pay 3 camels to take a black die. So those are all the actions. I just kind of went through them very quickly. We'll cover them in detail over the course of this playthrough, which I'm going to start right now. What am I going to have Alex do here with a 5-2-2-2-1? He's going to take, I should say, I'm going to be messing up on the gender throughout this playthrough. She is going to take the 1 and place it here. She's going to start by traveling. Remember, she needs to get all the way out to Kabul at least for purposes of her guild, for purposes of her goal card, if she's going to get some of these bonuses. So she wants to get a start on travel right from the get-go. So she's going to place a die of value 1 here. That allows her to move 1 space, regardless of the die value you put down here. But it also comes with an additional cost of 2 coins. So it costs 2 coins and a die of any value to be placed here, and then you can move your character, your figure, 1 space. So I'm going to put down a 1. There's the 2 coins that I paid. And I am going to move to, I guess, Yang Chow. Remember, she wants to get to the plants, the corn stalks. So if she gets to Yang Chow, she'll have fulfilled that part of the goal card and will get a +1 shield during endgame scoring. Basically, the number of shields you acquire over the course of the game, there's an escalating scale of points you'll get at the end of the game, depending upon how many of those symbols you've acquired. You can acquire them, usually you get them by visiting and placing trading posts in these different cities, where they're each individually labeled, but also you can get +1 shields as bonuses here and there. For example, when you get the farmer seal, you can get a +1 shield, I believe, and there are probably other places as well. Anyway, I'm going to move to Yang Chow. It's going to cost me 4 coins additional, but I'm going to get 5 back from the outpost tile. And remember, that's a temporary bonus. I get it. The tile's removed and returned to the game box. So now I'm placed here. That ends my movement, and it is mandatory that if you end your movement in a city where you haven't placed a trading post before, you have to place a trading post. So there's Red's trading post, 1 down, 10 to go for her. She can now have access to this city card in a future turn. If she places a die of any value, she alone, unless blue also gets down here, has access to this as a potential action during the game. Okay, let's end her turn. Move on to Larry with a 5-4-3-2-1. So Larry is interested in jade and contracts, because he gets an extra jade every time he completes a contract, and for every jade he ever gets, he gets a point. So given that, let's grab this 1 and place it over here in the first offer. And I'm going to take the first offer, the first book, I should say. I'm going to take the first offer, which gives me a jade and 2 pepper. Obviously, I'm going to get a point for that jade. Okay, back to Alex. I'm going to be moving here pretty quickly, as you can see. Just my intent is to make sure I cover all of the possible actions you can take, so I can show every different mechanism of the game. I'm not out to be playing strategically, so it's anybody's guess who's going to win here. I'm not counting on playing especially well. Okay, Alex. Well, let's have Alex buy a black die. It's going to cost her 3 camels. She has 6. Let's grab a 2. You can only do this once per turn. Pay 3 camels for a black die, but now she has an extra die to work with, and she's going to take one of her 2s and this black 2 and place them here in the guild seals action so she can get a guild seal. Remember, she wants to at least have the Spicer shield improved by the end of the game. She can get other ones, but if she wants the 7 points bonus, she needs to get the Spicer. In order to get the Spicer seal, you have to put down your lowest die you place down here has to be a 2, which is why I'm putting down a 2 and a 2 in this spot. So I have a choice of the Farmer seal or the Spicer seal. I'm going to take the Spicer seal. Now, I'm not able yet to guarantee the 7 points because it's not yet improved. In order to improve it, at some point I'm going to have to pay 5 coins and 2 pepper to get it to be able to flip it over to its other side. I have the coins, but I don't have the pepper right now, so I'm going to have to put that off until later in the game. Let's go over to back to Larry. Let's see. Larry's going to take a 5, go to this offer. Now, remember there is a die, green 5 already placed in one of these spots because of the 2-player setup. Obviously, I'm going to place here, so I don't have to pay 5 coins to take this action. And I'm going to choose the 3rd offer, which is going to give me 2 camels, a pepper, a silk, and 5 coins. It's going to cost me a jade, and I do have the jade. Remember, jade is a resource into itself, but it can also be used at any point to substitute for camels or coins. So I'm going to take the 1 jade offer, and I'll get 5 coins and camels and a little bit of pepper, a little bit of silk. And now I have, I think, what I need to fulfill my first contract. 2 camels, a silk, and 2 pepper. I'm all set. This is a free bonus action. I can just click this, and I'll get 2 jade, 2 points for the 2 jade, and then 3 points. So what's that, 5 points? Yeah, not bad. Okay. And now we'll go back to Alex. And let's see, with a 2, I'm going to go here to the first book where Alex is going to have to pay an extra 2 coins to put down the 2 here. You can see I put down a little indicator to show there was a blue color die. I can't show the dice stacked up, so I just used little markers to show what other dice were placed there previously. And I'm going to have Alex, I think, choose the 2nd offer to get the money and the peppers. That's going to give her what she needs to improve her Spicer shield, which is going to get her a jade now and at the beginning of every subsequent round. So the sooner you get these improved guild seals and the sooner you can get to the bonus tile cities, better, because you're going to get those bonuses at the start of every round. So let's improve her guild seal. She gets a jade, and as I said, she'll now get a jade at the beginning of every round, as shown by that exclamation mark. Okay. Larry hasn't started traveling yet. Larry needs to get to the cloud city of Chengdu, so that would be this way through Zion. However, Larry also wants to get a lot of improved guild seals by the end of the game. He's encouraged to do so because it's worth 16 points if he does all 3. And I see over here there's a city card at Xanadu, which lets me put down a die to take a Guild Seals action, instead of putting down 2 dice over here in the normal action. So I think I'm going to come this way to get to Chengdu, hopefully. So I'm going to want to get 2 spaces here. To travel 2 spaces, I need to put 2 dice in this travel action that allows me to move 1 to 3 spaces up to the value of the lower die you put down. So I'm going to need money, not camels. I have 3 camels. I'm going to spend the 3 camels on a black 2. Remember, you can get a black die once per turn. I'm going to take these 2 2s, put them here. That's going to allow me to move up to 2 spaces. The first space will be to get to this oasis. That cost me 3 coins to get that far, and then another 4 coins to get to Xanadu, which gets me a contract from the outpost bonus. And now, in a subsequent turn, I can put a die over here to get a guild seal. So that's going to save me a lot of dice over the course of the game. Okay, back to Alex. So I'm going to take a 2, put it down here, which means the player who comes here is going to have to put down a 2 or higher. You can see my program kind of has a bug that it doesn't update the space accordingly. I probably should make a note of that and fix that. Fix Cohen's favor bug. And now go back to Larry's turn. So now Larry is going to take advantage of this and put a 4 into this space. If you put down a 1, you can only get the farmer seal. A 2, you can get the farmer seal or the spicer seal. With a 4, I can get any one of the 4 seals. And I'm going to take the jeweler seal as long as I can right now. That's going to get me the jeweler seal and 3 jade, which is, am I the character that wants jade? Yes, I am. So that's 3 jade and 3 points. Great. We can take the 5 and come to offer 3. Both spaces are occupied, so it's going to cost her 4 coins. But she badly wants the goods, so she's going to grab the 3rd offer, which should give her just what she needs to fulfill her starting contract. Yes. Gets her another contract and 5 points. So she has 1 completed contract to her name, as does Larry. And now we'll switch back to Larry with his last remaining die of a 3. We'll go to the offer that hasn't been taken yet. You have to put down a 3 or higher. He's going to take the 2 jade offer of 3 camels, 2 silk, and a gold. Okay, that ends the first round. At the start of the second round, what's going to happen? Larry's going to get 2 coins because of Ababasu. Alex is going to get another jade thanks to the Spicer seal bonus. And again, Alex is going to get lots of goodies because of her character, Isabella Donati, which gives her stuff based on the roll of her dice. So we're now round 2. The black dice are put back and re-rolled. Everybody re-rolls their 5 dice. This time around, Larry got a low die roll. Well, that is pretty low. Wow, 10 pips, that's it. So he gets 5 compensation. So he's going to be needing a lot of money to travel out west. So I think I'm just going to grab 5 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And he'll continue traveling right from the get-go. So he's going to take a 1 and take the single travel action, which lets them move 1 space, costs them 2 coins. And he's going to go to Karakoram, which is going to get him a free black die of his choice and a contract from one of these two contracts. For his black die, he's going to grab, I think we're going to take a 1. I'm going to actually take a low die. And I will grab, let's see, I'm the one who wants Jade, yes. Neither of these provide Jade. This one provides a free movement. I'll grab that one. I'm moving a pretty good clip here, so pardon me if I make any silly goofs. Okay, so that was Alex's roll, a 6-5-4-3-1. So I'm going to do something crazy here. I'm going to take a 5, a 4, and a 3, and take this travel action, which lets me move up to 6 spaces, but limited by the lowest die I'm placing, which is a 3. So I'm going to be able to move up to 3 spaces. And as an extra bonus for taking this action, I get to put down an extra trading post. I don't get the bonuses from putting down the trading post if I do so along the way, but I can at least get the trading post down. So let's do that. I've got what I need to get to Fuchao. I'm going to put down a trading post here. So then I'm going to move west to this oasis, and then I'm going to move north to Zion, where I can take a contract, and I'll also get 2 gold, which is perfect because I need that for this contract. So another trading post goes there, and I'm going to acquire, I'll take the one that gives the most points. Okay, back to Larry. Okay, Larry actually has what he needs to fulfill this contract. So let's go ahead and fulfill it. That's going to get me 5 points and a movement. And for that movement, I'm going to move from Karakoram to this oasis. Okay. And now for my action, I'm going to put a 3 over here. And I'll take the 1 jade offer, which gets me a camel and 3 silk. Okay, back to Alex. So Alex needs silk for each of these contracts. This is the place to go. Alex has a 6 and a 1. A 6 is pretty expensive to put down there. It's going to cost $6. And a 1's not high enough. Okay, so let's demonstrate the action of re-rolling your dice. So for remember, as for 1 camel, I can re-roll a die any number of times. Well, I'd have to pay a camel each time. And I get stuff when I roll dice, so it's possible I might roll the die and get a camel right back. So it's going to cost me a camel to re-roll this 1, but I'm trying to get at least a 3, but not too high. I want a 3 or a 4 ideally. So I got a 5. It's a little high. What did I get for that 5? I got a point. All right, so let's use the 5 to go here. Wasn't a perfect roll, but at least I demonstrated how you can take a bonus action and re-roll a die. And I'm going to take the 1 jade offer. And now Alex has what she needs to fulfill this contract. Okay. Larry's turn. So this is not a great contract for me. Okay, so let's have Larry take, this 1 and go to the contracts action. That allows you to take 1 to 2 contracts from cities that offer contracts where you have a trading post. So I wouldn't be able to take this action unless I had a trading post in one of those cities, and I do. I'm in Karakoram that offers contracts. So I'm going to put a 1 here. I'm also going to get 3 coins as well. And this one's a little simpler to achieve. I'm going to grab that contract. And I could discard one of these to take this one, but I'm just going to stop right there and take the 3 coins and end my turn. 3 coins as well when you take that action. Okay. So for Alex, really would like to travel, but I don't want to pay six coins. I can't afford 6 coins. So do I gamble on re-rolling that 6? I had not great luck earlier. I only need a 1. All right, let's try it. Well, I got a 4, but I got a camel back, so it basically was a free re-roll in my case. So maybe I'll do it again. That could end up being higher. Cost me 2 camels to reduce it by a pip. I really would like to, I don't know, let's just re-roll and see what happens. Okay, I got my camel back again, and now I've got a 3. I think I can afford that. Oh no, it's still a little high for what I want to do. Let's spend 2 camels to reduce the 3 to a 2. So then if I take this action with a 2, I have to pay $2 plus $2, $4. I've got 3 coins and a jade. There's my $4. So now I think I could do it. I'm just showing an example of kind of figuring out things to get where you want to go. It's not necessarily critical that I make this move right now, but you know, it's what kind of came to mind, so it gave me an opportunity to demonstrate different bonus actions. I'm going to move to the Oasis. Requires 2 camels. I have the 2 camels. Okay, back to Larry, who's going to come back to that city card again with a 3 this time to grab a Taylor seal. Okay, either of which I haven't. So I need 9 coins and 2 gold to improve this. I need 7 coins and 2 silk to do this. I could improve this one right now. Should I or should I wait? Depends upon what else I have going on here. I have got 2 dice remaining. I don't know. I'm going to hold off. I don't want to spend all my money just yet. I have the rest of the game to do that. Well, I don't. I get 2 points, and then I'll get 2 points at the start of every round. So that's 2, 4, 6. That's 8 points if I improve it right now. Yeah. Let's improve that. I get 2 points now, and I'll get 2 points at the start of every round. And then with this 2, I'll come down here to the offer that hasn't been grabbed yet. It's not letting me do that. Why? Oh. Have I already taken my turn? Totally lost track of what I did. Oh, I did the Xanadu City card action. It's not my turn anymore. Okay, later. I'll come back to that. Oh, it's my turn again because Alex is out of dice. Alex didn't bother buying. She didn't have the camel or the jade to buy another black die, so she's done for this round. So I'm left with a 2 and a 1. Now I guess I'll take the 2 and place it over here, and I'll take the 1 jade offer. Still need gold to fulfill either one of these. And my turn, and I've got this black 1 that I bought. I guess I should just go to Khan's favor. I was going to go to the money bag and grab, well, if I go to the money bag, I can grab 1 jade, which is worth a point. Again, not that I'm counting points, but, oh, what the heck. It is my character, and my character likes jade, so I'm going to go there. So for each die you put down there, you could grab 3 coins, 2 camels, or 1 jade. The value of the die you put down matters not. So I'm going to take 1 jade, I can get a point, and that will end the round, and we'll move on to round 3. And it is Alex's turn. Alex is going to take a 1, take this travel action while it's free. You know, cost 2 coins, but there's no die there. And I'm going to move from the Oasis to Chengdu. Yeah, cost me 3 coins and 2 camel. And I get the bonus of 2 different goods, 2 different resources. So I'm going to grab gold and a silk. And that will end my turn. And now I'm going to get that bonus tile at the beginning of every round from now on. It's round 3 now, so there's only 2 more rounds after this. Oh, Larry hasn't rolled his dice yet. He ends up with a 5, 3, 3, 3, 1. And so this is a popular spot. I'm going to take the 5 and come over here and grab some gold. And a lot of camels. And now has what he needs to get this one. 2 silk, a pepper. Yep. And another contract I'll get. Doesn't provide me with jade, though. Too bad. Alex desperately needs camels and money. Let's take 2 and go over to Khan's favor. Oh yeah, the Xanadu City card. So what do I need now? The Spicer Seal. Maybe I'll go for all 4. The Farmer Seal is the one that gives you an extra shield, I think, as a bonus. I'm going to grab the Spicer Seal. I still need to improve my jewelers. It's pretty expensive to improve that. I have to remember not to. Hopefully I won't forget. Back to Alex now. Still desperate for money and camels. Yeah, I'm just going to put down another, go back to Khan's favor, take the easy way out here. Okay, because if Alex is going to be traveling, she needs the money and the camels to do so. Larry can improve his Spicer shield now. Let's do it. That gets me a jade. And a jade at the start of every round from this point going forward. And for my turn, I'll take a 1, go down over here, take the second offer, and grab some money and some pepper. Oh, actually, why did I do that? I don't need pepper. I got my, oh well, whatever. Not really what I should have been doing. Alex, 6 and a 5. Let's grab, so we're in Chengdu. If we go to Kabul, it's going to cost 6. I got the money. I've got the camels. Let's grab a 2, a black 2. And then use a 5 and a 2 to go here and move 2 spaces. I'm just doing this to save the coin cost. Basically paid 3 camels for a die to save me the cost of putting down a 5 over here and having to pay 5 coins to go here. So I'm just going here instead. It's going to allow me to move up to 2 spaces, but I only need to get to Kabul, which will also grant me another movement from the outpost tile. I'm obviously going to stop there. And now for my movement, I don't have the resources I need to continue further. And I guess I could go. No, I can't even go to the money bag. I'm really broke, so I'm just going to end it there and get a contract. I'll take the first one. This one's a little too steep. Well. Yeah, 3 pepper, 4 gold, 3 gold, and 2 silk. I'll take that one. Okay. Larry taking the 3 and coming here. Take the 3rd offer. Costs 1 jade. Alex's turn. Has a 6 left. Can't even go here because it's filled up. Just going to go to the money bag and grab some camels. Again, he's kind of paralyzed. She is paralyzed here without money and camels. So I'll take 2 camels. Larry has a 3 remaining. Has already used this city card. What's down here? 2 different goods and 1 movement. Where am I? Way up here. That'll get me into bulk, which gives me access to this special bulk action. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put the 3 here. Now, with a 3, I can perform this action as many as 3 times if I've got the goods to do it. I've got 2 silk, but I have to pay 2 different goods each time I do this. So at best, I can do this 2 times. But I only need 1 movement, so I'm only going to do it with 1 time. Okay, so I've got to choose pay a silk and a pepper, and now move to bulk and get 5 coins. It cost me 5 coins, but I get 5 coins from the bonus tile. And that ends that. We're moving into round 4. So I get 5 more coins for the bulk bonus tile. Alex rolls her dice, and she's going to be able to get a good or 2 from her tiles. She rolled double 1s. Do I want to claim a doubles bonus of 1 jade? Yeah, I think I will. So I'm giving up 4 coins to take 1 jade. That's kind of costly. But I have no jade. I think I want it. Now I get my Chengdu bonus, 2 different goods. I'll take a gold and a silk. Okay, and it's Larry's turn at the start here of round 4. We are going to travel with a 2. Larry's always been in good shape with money and camels. Alex always seems to be broke. So we're going to move from bulk now to Chengdu, where I can get that bonus tile, which gives me, which will also give me the choice of 2 different goods. It costs me 5 coins, and I have to have the Spicer Shield, which I do. Get the bonus 2 different goods. I'm going to grab a gold and a silk. Alex can fulfill this contract. Gets me another contract. And with this 1, I think I'm going to grab a jade again. I'm going to come down here to the money bag and grab a jade. Now I have 3 jade. I'm going to take my 5 and come down here, since no one's gotten here yet, and I'm going to grab this one that gives me 3 pepper and 3 silk at a cost of 2 jade. Still don't have what I need for this contract. I'm short on jade, short on camels. Larry wants jade. Boy, these contracts suck. Here's one that gives me 2 jade. I'm going to take a 6 and come down here. It's going to give me a couple extra bucks to work with as well. And I'm just going to take this contract, which gives me some jade. Now, to do that, I have to discard one of my existing contracts. So I'll get rid of this one. You are not allowed, by the way, to take a contract and discard the one you took. You have to discard one that's already on your player board. And when you discard it, it goes to the bottom of the contracts deck. I can take another contract before I take the 3 coins. Not that this one's especially attractive, but it's easy to fulfill, so I'll grab it and then discard this contract. Okay, Alex, what are you doing? 3 pepper, 2 silk. Doesn't have the camels, but I will have the camels if I take a 1 and go to Khan's favor. That lets me fulfill this contract. What is it? The score's pretty close here, 37-34. Not that I'm watching that. Larry, taking a 5, coming down to this. No. Actually, I want the gold. I have the money to, I can pay the 5 coins. Yeah. That's this offer here. Got the camels, got the gold, got the pepper, got the silk. Let's do it. 10 points and 2 jade with worth another 2 points. Very nice. Alex with the 2 is going to come down here and take that jade and take some camels and silk. Just needs lots of gold. But if we can get to pagan, there's a nice city card there with a 6, can get you 3 gold. That's really nice. Larry's turn. I'm going to take a 5 and grab money and come down here. So with a 5, I get 10 money in return. Now I got 13 coins. Very nice. Alex, with a 6, can actually make use of the camels more than the gold. Yeah, I'll keep the jade and just take the. Oh, that was expensive. It cost 6 coins to go there. This is probably was not very smart, but it gets me 1 gold. I just need to get to. I'm planning to get to pagan. Maybe next round, at the start of the next round, as it. Oh yeah, so I don't know if I've gone into detail about this, but the new start players, the player who last placed in the travel actions, at the one who got to the highest travel action, is the new start player for the new round, for the next coming round. So my program's obviously been taking care of that, and I haven't been very good about explaining that. But so as it stands right now, blue is going to be the next start player. If red came here to take this action, red would be the new start player because she got there last. But if blue came in, but if red, say, came up here to take this travel action, she has a better chance of becoming the start player because someone would have to come to here or here to become the new start player. So it's the last player to take a travel action, whoever is in the highest travel action of all of the 3. Determines who the start player is. Sorry for waiting till this long to explain how that works. Okay, what else haven't covered? Oh, I haven't covered special city actions. So Larry now has a trading post in bulk where I can get 7 coins, and if I have an improved Spicer Shield, I can get the Spicer Shield bonus once or twice, depending upon whether I put down a 1 to 3 or a 4 to 6. Great, I have a 4. I'm going to put that down, and that's going to get me 7 coins, and the Spicer Shield gives you a jade, so I'm going to get 7 coins and 2 jade for this. And 2 points because of my character. Oh, round 5, last round. It snuck up on me. Last chance and Larry is ahead 49 to 37. Larry got a low roll this time. I'm going to take. Oh, I got plenty. Should I just take 3 camels? Where am I? Where am I going? I'm in Chengdu. I need camels and money. I'm going to take 3 camels. 1, 2, 3. And for the Chengdu bonus tile, I get 2 different goods. I'm going to take a gold and a silk. And now Alex, rolling her dice, rolled high, got double 4s and double 5s. Double 4, she can take a gold. Yeah, I'm definitely going to grab that. And for the double 5s, I can take a silk, which I don't desperately need. I'm going to pass. If I pass on that, I get 2 points. I'm going to take the 2 points instead. Now for her bonus tile, gold and pepper. And remember, as I said earlier, Larry is the new star player. And I don't think I have anything else to show other than endgame scoring, but if I think of anything, I'll talk about it. Let's see, I've got a 4-4-2-1-1. I want to come down here, and I don't have a 5, but I've got plenty of camels. So I'm going to change a 4 into a 5. Cost me 2 camels. Take a 5, come down here, take this offer to get the gold that I desperately need. Well, I don't desperately need it, but I have a feeling I'm going to desperately want it. That's a lousy contract. I'm not sure how I ended up with that lousy. Oh, I probably drew it randomly, didn't I? I'm wondering if I should wait and grab one of these contracts later with a contracts action. Because 3 points at this point, at this stage, you know, it's kind of silly. I want to get as many points as possible. I'm going to hold off on fulfilling this. Oh, I can't fulfill it anyway because I don't have the pepper. Duh. So let's hold off. Alex. Okay, I wanted to get to pagan, but don't have the money. I have what I need. Oh, this will give me 7 coins. Let me fulfill this contract. That will let me get to pagan. Yeah, so I'm going to take a 4, go here, travel to pagan. Now I'm going to be able to grab lots of gold for another contract, which I don't yet have, but hopefully I can grab one before the game's over. Score's pretty close here. You know, I'm watching the score. It's exciting. Oh, so Larry has never improved the jeweler seal and now is chock full of money. Wow. 36 coins. And I have the gold that I need, so I'm going to improve that seal. So now I've met my goal. I've gotten to the cloud city of Chengdu. And I've gotten all these seals. Not that I should stop traveling, but in fact, I think I will continue to travel. So I'm going to take a 4 and a 2. Well, I've got plenty of money. But to get anywhere, let's see, where am I? Where was I? I'm in Chengdu. Oh, I could just go to Kabul. Let's just use a 1. Oh, yeah, let's just use a 1. And get to Kabul first. And get a trading post there. And now this, I'm the one who wants jade. This is juicy. I need gold. And I need pepper. I don't know if I can get what I need by the time the game ends, but let's grab this. It's worth a lot of points. So yeah, I was thinking of grabbing gold here while I can, although I don't have a need for it just yet. Let's see, what are the contracts available to Alex? Alex is red, so can grab either of these, or either of these. 7 points, 5 points, 6, 5, 9 pointer requires 3 gold. Yeah, if I grab that contract, I'm going to want this. Let's grab this gold while I can. I'm going to need a 6 to do it. Okay. Nice source of 3 gold. It's really hard to get 3 gold. So Larry needs gold and pepper. Pepper is best achieved at the first book. So let's take a 1, come over here, and I'll just take the first offer. Gets my pepper up to 3. I'm not really interested in fulfilling this. I need gold, which means I'm destined to come back here. I've got plenty of money. I don't have a die. I'm going to need to get a 5. I may want to come back and grab that black die. In the meantime, Alex needs those contracts. So Alex is going to put down Is there any reason why I wouldn't put down a 4? I think I'll just put down a 4. And I'll take this one for sure. And I don't know that I could fulfill another one. Yeah, 4 gold. I don't see that happening. Although this one provides gold. Oh, I'm not in Karakoram. I'm just going to grab this one. Not really spending that much time thinking about this. Okay, Larry wants gold. Obviously needs to get down there, so I'm going to change a 4 into a 5. It's going to cost me 2 camels to do that. Take the 5, come down here, go to the 2 jade space, gets me lots of money again. And now I can fulfill this contract. Wow, it's worth a lot of points. 68 to 48. Alex, 3 gold, silk, short on pepper. Are we just going to go to, is there a better place to get pepper other than here? And then when I move, where would I move to? I'm in Pagan. I don't have the jeweler seal, so I can't go that way. Going that way just gets me nowhere. I need the camels. I think I'm just going to put a 5 over here. Let's fulfill this contract. Kind of running out of dice, and now I've run out of camels, so I can't even buy more dice. And I have no place to go. And I don't have the camel. Well, I have 2 jade, but and going here makes no sense. I can't afford to go down there. So I'm just going to cancel the movement and end the turn. I think Larry's going to end up being the victor here. Let's see, with a 2, I guess really the only option is to fulfill this contract. Is there anything else that scores a lot of points? Let's just take a 2, come down here, take a jade and oh, I can't come down here with a blue die. I can grab a black die, however. Oh, it cost me 2 camels and a jade. Take a black 1, use the 1 to come down here. Take a jade and a point and 2 pepper. And now fulfill that contract with a die left over. Alex has a 5 remaining. If I take a 5, come here. Oh no, I'm taking you take the 2 jade offer, and now I don't have the jade, and I don't have the camels anymore. Yeah, I can't pull it off. Now I don't have the camels. And I'm out of dice, and I'm out of camels, and I'm out of jade. That's the end of Alex's game, unfortunately. Larry has one die remaining. I could come up here and grab the farmer seal. I would need one of each resource to improve it, which would get me 5 coins and a shield. I think my best bet is to come down here. I could buy, let's see, if I spend 3 jade, that's 1 point. But to get a 6, I can get 3 jade back. But I'm getting 3 points in addition to 3 jade back. So I'm exchanging 3 jade to get 3 jade and 3 points. It's worth it. So I'm going to buy a 6, and I'll take the 6 and put it over here to take the 3 jade and 3 points. And my turn, and now I've still got this 2 left over. I can't come here. I have no point in coming here. Yeah, that gets me the spice of the. It's only a 2. I get 1 jade, but it'll round me up, which will get me another point. I'm kind of silly, but I'll just put a 2 here to get 7 coins and 2 points, and 1 jade, which is worth a point for the jade and another point for you'll see how endgame scoring works because we're there now. So as expected, Larry wins with 114 points. Not that I was out to win. So let's see how endgame scoring works. Remember, you get points for your guild seals according to your goal card. So Larry wanted an improved Spicer, an improved Tailor, and an improved Jeweler. Got all 3. That's 16 points for Larry on his seals. And Alex only needed to get a improved Spicer shield worth 7. Did so, got 7 points for that. Here's how shields work. Looking back at Larry to begin with, Larry has a chicken from Xanadu. That's 1. That's another chicken. That doesn't count. So that's 1. That's a monkey. That's 2. Cloud 3. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A chicken, a monkey, a cloud, and a star. So that's 4 shields. But I also got an extra for getting to the cloud city of Chengdu. So that's 5 shields. If you look on the track, 5 shields is worth 6 points, and that's why I got 6 points. Alex did a lot more traveling. A cornstalk is 1. A sun is 2. A moon is 3. Cloud is 4. Star is 5. So I got to all 3 of those cities. That's 3 more shields. So that's 8 total. And 8 gives me 13 points. So that's how Alex got those 13 points for shields. Goods and coins. As I implied earlier, you take all your goods, which only counts jade, gold, pepper, and silk. Divide by 2, you get that many points for your goods. And then you get 1 point for every 10 coins. So Larry got 3 points for coins and 4 points for goods. That's 7. And Alex got 1 point for coins and 2 points for goods. That's 3. And then lastly, who had the most contracts? It looked like it's a tie. Alex had 6. Larry had 6. So we each get 8 points. And that is how Larry ended up with 114 points. And Alex ended up with 88. But like I said, I was playing pretty poorly. Mostly I was playing just to demonstrate how the game works. I really don't think I missed anything. Obviously, I didn't demonstrate the special action you could take at Hormuz, which is nothing $2,000. It gets you 4 camels and then the improved Taylor shield once or twice on a 1 to 4 or 5 to 6. And if you're in Baghdad, you get one of each good. Plus on a 1 to 5, you get your jeweler seal bonus if you have the improved jeweler seal. If you get a 6, you get the twice the jeweler seal bonus for that action. Remember that any of these seals you need to travel don't have to be improved. You just need to have the seal. Otherwise, I think I pretty much covered it. Like I said, one strategy is possibly just going all in on travel to grab these 20 points from getting all your trading posts out on the board. That could be an interesting strategy. I haven't played this game a lot yet, so I don't know. But I hope this was very valuable for you. Hope you enjoyed the playthrough and the tutorial. And thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.